A Flower Given to My Daughter by James Joyce, 1882 to 1941. Frail the white rose, and frail are her hands that gave, whose soul is sere and paler than time's wan wave. Rose frail and fair, yet frailest, a wonder wild, in gentle eyes thou veilest, my blue-veined child. Okay, this is a poem by James Joyce. James Joyce was an Irish author. He's most famous for Ulysses and other pieces of literature. He was Irish. He was born in Dublin, and he was educated by Jesuits. He went to Trinity College, Dublin, and after that he went to live in Trieste and in Zurich, and he lived abroad for most of his life. Now, this is a poem. I think it describes his daughter. His daughter, whose name was Lucia. So let's look at it, because it's quite interesting. Frail the white rose, and frail are her hands that gave. So she's been given a white rose, and a white rose, it's a very, very frail thing. It's not robust. I have the feeling that it's one of these wild roses, and these don't last very long, and the petals break off very easily. And here he's comparing the frailty of the white rose with the frail, easily broken, or not strong, not robust hands. Her hands that gave, whose soul is sere and paler than time's wan wave. I like this one wave. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so sere means dry, without content, empty. And I think here he's using this word sere to mean that she's only a small child, that her soul has not yet been filled by the vicissitudes of life, by the ups and downs of life, and his soul is pale. It's paler than time's wan wave. Wan is white and weak without strength, and her soul is paler than the wave of time. Rosefrail and fair. So I think this word Rosefrail, this is very Joyce-esque. Rosefrail, as frail as a rose, the fragility of a rose, and fair, so, and beautiful, as frail as a rose, as delicate as a rose, as breakable as a rose, and fair and beautiful, yet frailest, a wild wonder, in gentle eyes thou veilest. So in your eyes, in the eyes of Lucia, there is a wild wonder, a wildness, and this is very gentle. She's a very frail character, I think easily upset, and she hides a wild, strange, different way. My blue-veined child. And I like this, my blue-veined child, because this to me indicates somebody, a little girl with very, very pale white skin, and you can see the blue veins through her pale skin. So he's describing a little girl who I feel has very, very pale skin, and who is wild and different. Now, Lucia had mental problems. She was once treated by Carl Jung in Switzerland, and she was diagnosed as schizophrenic when she was in her 20s, in her late 20s, and she spent maybe the next 50 years in psychiatric hospitals. She spent most of that in a hospital in Northampton. So I think Lucia had, unfortunately, a rather sad life, and that was Lucia, and that's who this poem is to, or who this poem is about. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.